The fire, air, earth and water did contest, which was the strongest, noblest, best, who was of greatest use and mightest force, in placid terms they do discourse, that in due order each her turn should speak, but enmity this amity did break, all would be chief, and all scorn to be under, whence issued winds and rains, lightning, thunder, the quaking earth did groan, the sky looked black, the fire, the forced air, in sunder crack, the sea did threat the heavens the earth, all looked like a chaos or new birth, fire broiled earth, and scorched earth it choked, both by their darings, water so provoked, that roaring in it came, and with its source, soon made the combatants abate their force, the rumbling hissing, puffing was so great, the world's confusion, it did seem to threat, till gentle air, contention so abated, that betwixt hot and cold, she arbitrated, the other's difference, being less did cease, all storms now laid, and the in perfect peace, that fire should first begin, the rest consent, the noblest and most active element.
We're back! Yeah! Welcome back. It's Debate and Pendulum. It's Sunday night. Not quite night. This time of year, the days are long. So are the adventures. So are the battles. Sylvia, give us an update. Give us a recap from last week.
All right. Last week, we decided to head down the little tunnel that slowly filled up with water as we continued walking. We had to fight some water elementals, which was fine considering we couldn't see them. But no one died. That's always, always, always a good thing. And then we finally made it to a chamber, in which case there was this stone golem thing that proceeded to mess us up pretty bad for a while, but we prevailed, as all heroes do. And as we kind of stopped, took a second to recover, we noticed there was a puzzle. Which I have been playing with.
That's right. We let me put the link in so people can play and try to beat your time. I challenged everyone last week to play the puzzle. Let's put it in the comments. Feel free to play at home. We will give you, I think it was 10,000 Heroes and Hooligans points if you could beat the players in the puzzle. And which of you completed it?
I did.
That's right, you did. I can see on the back end you completed the puzzle. Now I don't want to spoil the puzzle for those players. at home who want to try to beat the player's time?
Mr. Scully hasn't done the puzzle. Mr. Scully would love to do the puzzle.
Mr. Scully has not done the puzzle. Tough. Mr. Scully should have done the puzzle. So here we are.
Yeah, I didn't complete it. I'm just not smart enough for it. I did try.
Do we have a link for it?
The link is in the comments. The link is in the Discord. All right. So for now, on the leaderboard, in the puzzle, we have Sylvia, 20 minutes. That is the time to beat. 20 minutes and 1 second is the time to beat.
I have full faith people can beat that because sliding puzzles are probably my worst ones.
They are tough. They are very tough. 20 minutes. That seems beatable. It seems beatable. So, you stand before you after having dealt with major challenges of the 4 elements. You stand before you at a door with a sliding puzzle. And because one of the players finished that puzzle, we're going to show you what the final stage looks like. And here is the completed puzzle.
Oh, I don't want to see it.
Here it is. You know what it should look like. Sylvia, the rogue, has completed the puzzle and has opened the door. You find yourself in a hallway. 1 second. You find yourself in a hallway. Be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, just as the door opens, everyone make a passive perception. Actually, I know your passive perception. Hold on 1 second. One second. Okay, each of you feel something. Is it just a breath of wind? Did you hear maybe a light footstep? Did something brush by you? But as that door opened, you feel that something has gone past you down the corridor. And with that, I'll be right back.
Did anyone else feel that, or?
Yes, that was very unsettling.
I'm now really concerned that something has been following us this entire time and we haven't realized it.
Just then, Mr. Scully, who hung back with his pets, trying to get them back amongst the post-living, put the bones back together, perhaps. He comes up to you, and he has rejoined the party.
Oh, guys. Oh, there you are. Been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey! How are you? You didn't have to fight any of the other, like the water elementals and stuff to get here, right?
Oh, no. I just kept in the room. I kept killing those air thingies to get my life back and suck their souls. And then, trying to play Connect 4 and Jenga with these bones. There were so many bones everywhere. I didn't know where legs started and the foot began.
Ooh. That sounds tough.
Oh, man. Putting this together was a challenge. I think one is looking backwards.
No, it's fun. It's character building.
Yeah, but look, butt is in the front. More like a pelvis because it's kind of bony.
It'll be fine. It's not like he really needs it for anything. No one should notice. It'll be fine.
If you say so. I think so. All right. So what happened, guys? Sorry for the delay. What did I miss?
Well, we were attacked by the water, and then this large statue that you see before us also tried to kill us.
So
You see a massive, gargantuan, crumbled statue outside of the door in a large chamber.
Oh, wow. So water attacked you. You didn't drink it. It was water. Water? How water does so much damage?
It's more like it was trying to drown us, which is why we looked like a bunch of drowned rats. But
And it it was hard to see within the muck.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't here to assist. I got consumed by my work. My work it's one of my flaws. More work usually comes first. I'm still working on it.
it's okay. For now, I'm assuming this will lead us to the lighthouse, so I'm kind of concerned that something's gonna be there. I don't know.
I mean, given what we've experienced already, I'm sure that it's simply the air will try to kill us.
Again?
I think even walking.
Oh,
is
was
trying
it
to kill
air?
us.
I don't remember which one we have next.
I believe that the last was stone.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
stone
So the
was
ground will try to
last
kill
one.
us.
So we have bested the fire and the air and the water
No, and we did.
and
I
the
think we did.
stone.
Yeah, we did fire.
As you mentioned, water.
Be formless, shapeless, like water. So you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Okay.
Hello?
Mr.
Interesting.
Wolf, are we able to reach the water from where we are?
No.
No.
I mean, you could go backward.
Okay.
You sense a you sense that any of the elements could present themselves at any time at this point.
Well, I suppose we should head forward, unless there's any
Quickly,
other
yeah.
reason for us to stay here.
Alright. Let's go with caution then. I'll probably go out a little ahead and just keep an eye out for traps or any ambushes.
Okay, you move forward. Very exciting. And you reach a chamber that is blue with bubbles. Not tiny bubbles, massive bubbles.
Guys, that doesn't look normal.
Okay.
Yes, I don't seem to have anything about this in my notes from the Saison, so I really am quite confused.
I do an Arcana check on those bubbles. 28.
28.
Crit plus 8. What?
Very
Nice.
good. All right. Yep.
My knowledge about bubbles.
Yeah, Arcana. You see them floating through the room. Do you touch one? You don't have memory or knowledge of them.
They seem to be large enough for someone to be inside of it.
For sure.
But can you see inside of them?
You can see through them, yes. They
All right.
seem to be massive water bubbles floating in air, as opposed to air bubbles floating in water.
Okay. Should we just throw a skeleton inside the water bubbles and see what happens? I want to test the stereo of these things. They seem interesting.
You do that. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find anything in this chamber.
No, it was just an idea, you know.
Bryden will slowly walk around the perimeter, examining it with his blind sight.
Do you attempt to touch a bubble or avoid the bubble?
I attempt to avoid the bubbles as I go.
Okay. You are able to easily avoid the bubbles. They're moving fairly slowly. Where in the room are you going?
Just clockwise around the edge. Just looking to make sure there's nothing invisible or otherwise hard to see that's going to jump out at us.
Yep, you're able to do that.
Did I find papers or anything of interest?
Do you attempt to touch the bubbles or avoid the bubbles?
Right now, I want to avoid it until I can get more information.
Okay.
I think that'd be the best idea.
All right. You do not find any helpful papers. Mr. Scully, would you like to avoid the bubbles or touch the bubbles or have a skeleton touch the bubbles?
For it seems kind of creepy because everything's trying to kill us. And I heard they were talking about water death. So this is basically water death. So I avoid the bubbles. All my guys, they're commando crawling just to make sure they don't have any dexterity to dodge a bubble, no matter how slow it is. So they're gonna commando crawl. And we all gonna get past the room. Carefully, gently, swiftly.
Okay. Ren.
I rolled a wisdom check to see if she touched the bubbles, but no, she doesn't.
Okay. Tick.
I don't know, man. I kind of want to touch the bubble. I kind of want to touch it, but I think I shouldn't. I would think, what would Handup do? And he would not touch the bubble, so I will not.
Yes, I think we should continue moving.
Yep, I will do that. I will not touch the bubble.
Okay, no one has touched the bubble. Mr. Scully, give me the stats of your skeletons.
My skeleton.
Specifically, dexterity.
14 plus 2. Con 15 plus 2. Strength.
How many
10
do you have?
If I am correct, I should have all 4 of them.
Okay, 2 of your skeletons accidentally bump into bubbles. And
But they have instructions to avoid them.
yeah, but they're just not quite nimble enough.
They're commando crawling. They're on the floor.
At the moment that the bubbles are moving slow, but you do have to avoid them. At the moment that a bubble is touched, it immediately freezes and becomes a massive ball of ice. Freezing sphere. and it begins to move much faster. Now, the skeleton who touched it immediately will take... let's see here. It immediately takes...
Nothing.
Here. It takes 66 damage. No.
Okay.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, does not take that.
And I hope Ice is bludgeoning, so he's literally
10d6 damage.
oh god.
10d6 cold damage. It might have some resistance.
Nope.
To cold?
Nope.
No. All right, 34 points of damage.
Oh, he freezes and basically explodes into shards of bones and ice.
Okay, frozen bones shards fly around the room, and that bubble begins to slowly move. Who's your smartest player?
I think I am. I'm 18
Okay.
intelligence.
Let's get an insight check. DC 15.
21.
21. If that sphere touches one of those bubbles will also freeze, creating a cascading effect.
I do believe we should move.
I think we should run out of here as fast as possible. Trapping
Oh,
here
I'm
means
already
death.
Misty stepping away. Bye.
Yeah, we could do that, or I could melt it. I could melt the frozen bubble so it doesn't touch the rest.
You can do that. I do not have fire. I will move.
5, 4,
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna melt it.
I'll be Misty
Two.
stepping away.
1.
I bolt.
Melting.
Melting.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, what are you doing?
I am creating a bonfire.
What's the cast time?
It is 1 second, and I'll tell you.
These are massive bubbles. Massive.
Casting time 1 action.
Okay, think of this as a ball, a frozen ice ball, 20 by 20.
Oh my stars! For the love of Liza.
I'm not certain, but you do it, and it will do how much damage?
It is. Hold on, I will roll it. 3d8. So.
back yet? Can you see out there?
Maybe
19.
19's pretty good, but not good enough. You see that it's got a crater, a chunk taken out. It begins to spin more erratically. It continues to move.
I run out of the room. Forward.
Okay. We've got a Misty Step. We've got a
Dash.
Elion has run out of the room.
Yeah, you have another Misty Step because we'll run
Another
this
Misty
side, too.
Step. Okay.
Do I make it? I thought I was running.
What's your move?
30.
Okay, and you're gonna double.
I'm gonna
You
fast as
were-
possible.
Yeah, you were halfway through. Yes, you make it. Tick. Were you moving forward?
Yes, but I do not believe that I am halfway through, so I will have to quickly dimension door my way right as far forward as possible.
Okay. This is where you fall. You see before you a red room, red and orange.
I grab the remaining skeletons and slap one and be like, "Don't touch anything. Your brother died." Follow my movement, mimic me, see me, shadow me. But don't follow the line. Formation. You know the people like they have those sticks with skeletons that they dance with them, and they look like symmetrical dancing. That's
Sure.
what the skeletons are doing to me now.
Okay.
I move a left hand, they move a left hand.
All right. See how that works? Okay, you regroup. You see behind you the cascade effect of frozen ice, massive spheres crashing into each other, creating chaos. You can feel the cold. You can feel the air has dropped precipitously. Okay. You see the red room before you.
Okay, we're not exploring this. Let's go. Come on. I'm just quickly going as fast as possible out of this room.
Yes,
Trust
Ren,
nothing.
Ren
not in the
follows.
room. You're not in the room yet. You're not in the room yet.
Oh,
Okay, so are you? So you're all making a run for it.
I mean, I'll glance around first just to see what dangers seem to be presenting themselves, but yes, I'm going to run across.
Would that glance? What would that glance look like? A glance?
I take a
Yeah,
piece.
just if something catches my eye.
This room seems red and hot, so I take a piece of his loincloth of the skeleton, break it off, and throw it into the floor.
Okay.
Does the floor react to the loincloth touching it?
No.
Okay.
No, not at the entrance.
I'm gonna go ahead because
I put
fire
it
doesn't hurt as much with me. So if this is gonna hurt, then you guys won't get as hurt because you're having a heads up.
Okay, as you get halfway through the room, you see the horizontal plates. Suddenly, from those little corners, a wall of fire blasts forth. Massive wall of fire. 60 feet wide, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. And it crosses the entire room. You feel the heat. You make a dexterity 20 check. Sylvia.
I'm flammable.
I did not see your save. How did you do? Sylvia.
I think she failed.
Oh, I was on mute. That was a fail, so I'm gonna have to use evasion.
Okay.
So that will be half damage and then fire resistant, so quarter damage. Okay.
All right. 31 points. Halved and halved again.
Okay.
Let's see if you can move through it. Can you move through it? Okay, you can move through it. You will take that same damage if you remain inside of it, but it is 1 foot thick. You can move through it.
Yeah, I'll move through it.
All right, everyone else, you see Sylvia step into the wall of fire. You cannot see on the other side. You do not know if she's been burnt to a crisp. You do not know if she's been sent to another dimension. Could be anything. You cannot tell.
Well, I like it hot, but that's a little toasty for my comfortability. Sylvia, are you in there?
You can't hear anything through the flames The conflagration.
Yeah, that's actually extremely unfortunate.
Oh, it was nice knowing her.
Tick, do you still have that covering?
I absolutely do.
Would that help us?
I was also thinking about that. A movable dome to move us through the room should suffice.
Okay, can you fit everyone in? Describe what you're doing.
Oh, my skeletons, I take all their armor and put in my backpack, all the weapons. I'd be like, guys, it was nice knowing you. And I de-equip them because I know they're gonna suffer through the pain of fire. So I deconstruct them.
Yeah, it's a tight squeeze, but we can make it. So whenever
Seems like a sensible plan. I can run fast, but I cannot outrun something that's already there.
I can miss a step, but I don't see the other side.
Yeah, you can also do that, Sylvia. So we have two options. I don't see Sylvia, so one of the options kind of moot in the moment. But my little necklace here is a vessel that or my little ring here, anyways, is a vessel we could travel in. And then I can also do the dome. So I have the sweet dome that can go over us and we could try to move through, but it'll be a very tight squeeze. It's like 10 by 10.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the dome, Mr. World.
The dome.
Okay.
Okay. Just as you throw the dome over everyone, you see a scorching ray fly at you from the center of the room.
Oh, God.
Just in time, you're protected by the dome.
We must move quickly and together.
Yeah, so you'll just see Tick with her hands up and the clockwork magic spinning around her hands as this geometrical shapes go around in like this dome, and they just move through it's a 1/4 inch thick, Mr. World. I don't know if that
All right. I love it. Okay, you move up.
Yep.
To the next room.
Oh, I was about to have to go back there and get you guys.
Oh, good. You weren't burnt to a crisp.
Wait, you thought why would you think?
It was pretty hot. I literally thought it was a barbecue.
And we haven't witnessed your greatness for that long ourselves.
Apparently, you are hotter than the fire, though, so it is fine.
All right, here's what you notice. This is a workshop, and you, just as you enter, just in time, Sylvia, you had seen this. You see a wizard by his desk. He has been, apparently, he has been sending you different elements. But, Sylvia, just as you enter the room, you see a flash of just for a second, you see his eyes go wide, his neck open up as it is being slit, and a hand, a female's hand, slightly weathered, slide across before becoming invisible again. And he falls to his death, bleeding out on the floor.
Oh, we were followed. Good to know.
On his desk, you find Okay, this is what you find. You find a string of gems on a string. This is what you came for. The beads of elemental force. There are 4 of them. And let me bring those up. And you're going to find something else as well. Okay, there are 4 gems. Blue sapphire, yellow diamond, red corundum, of course,
Random.
and an emerald. They are connected via a wispy mithril. He lays dying, and you also find a letter written on his desk. Let me get you that. Here we are. All right. It's 2 letters. One to him, and then one he had been writing in response. Who would like to read it?
I guess I could.
Is it written in common with the world?
It's written in common. Who would like to read it? I will send it to you.
I guess I will.
All right. I will send it to you right now, and you can read it to your party.
Okay.
In the Discord.
Okay. From Zeta to Master of the Elements. Sir, I hope this letter finds you well. As you may be aware, I am struggling with the situation as Merelda. I lost an entire army to the evil dastardly Arborfell in his dark forest. We attempted to bonfire him and his minions, but his realm seems resistant to our flames. I reach out to you in hopes you can be of assistance or advice. Regards, Zeta Regina, Empress of Harboron.
Okay, and next to that, you find his response, which has not been sent.
Okay.
What does the response say?
Dearest Regina, I've long admired your reputation from afar. What you are asking of me is questionable mortality depending on your perspective. I reserve moral judgments and thus restrict my advice to theory and science. Feel free to ignore this hypothetical and explore other solutions. I see from your note that you have attempted a conventional invasion. A convention is a convention for a reason, but I'm not surprised it failed to deliver the region to your most capable hands. I think when it comes to someone such as Arborfell, a more nuanced approach is required. His strength is in his natural habitat. You must slowly remove his layers of protection. First, use the humble earth element of salt. Disrupt the vegetation by salting the earth. Find a way to rain down salt water from the sea instead of natural, fresh rainwater. The vegetation will choke and die. Next, deprive them of water. The rains that come off the ocean replenish his vegetation and make them resistant to fire. Dam all of the rivers flowing down the mountains in spring. Cut off the moisture, making them vulnerable. Third, find a way to create high winds, dry winds whipping through the lands. And finally, when the air is hot and moving and whipping, then you bring fire. And watch his world burn. 10,000 years from now, they won't even know his name. My most humble regards, Elmer Ariatera.
Ooh, write it down.
Yeah, that's actually really brilliant. Horrible.
No, it solves our Cyrano Arborfell problem, but it doesn't solve getting the people back to the forest. So, good information nonetheless. However, I'm quite curious on where the person that just killed this man disappeared to.
Okay, you see there are in fact stairs behind the desk leading up to the lighthouse, which you can now access, and a smaller version of the puzzle is required, easily solved, in order to activate this lighthouse. This lighthouse now enables you to travel directly to the library at Calthax.
I kind of drool a little bit.
I'm sure it will be a lovely flight.
There must be some response sent to the lady. I'm unsure of what we should communicate, however.
Well, I know, Rin, that you used to be Redguard, but I don't really know if it's necessarily our position to hand her over this information or not.
I understand, but perhaps more information, like just a different response, could be sent.
I'm gonna hold the letter with the response and just call out, Vanka, if that was you, it's fine. I just want to know if you're gonna try and take this letter to Zeta or not. Gonna wait.
You hear no response.
Yeah, that figures. Worth a shot, though.
Mr. World, I'm also going to take the time in the lighthouse to copy the pattern for the teleportation circle for there.
Okay. Yep. Take the time. That's good. I like it.
Okay, I guess someone hold on to these letters. I'm going to go explore for a bit and see if our mystery person is still here or not. Probably not, but... yeah.
Ren will take the letters.
Okay.
I can watch the stairs for you to make sure they don't slip out past you.
All right.
Which seems very important, those letters.
Okay, you explore, you find a number of things. You realize that this is an entire final headquarters almost that is catered to the study and the science of the elements. There are specialized rooms for studying such things as different stones and different gems, and there are rooms to really explore the different properties of gases and the properties of water. You obviously went through the chamber of fire. A lot of the magic was triggered by the Master of Elements, but he has created and crafted a set of chambers that are really well designed for him to have explored these elements.
Assuming no one has already done so, Bryden will grab the necklace, keep it on him.
Yeah, the necklace is huge. It is one of the epic items. One of these gems is needed for the chronometron. You were not expecting 4, you were expecting 1. You are not sure which one.
Mr. World?
Yes.
I also want to take some time to look around here at this lighthouse for the face of the devil.
Okay.
Because according to the notes that I have, the face of the devil mask is also located somewhere in this lighthouse, and that allows all sorcerer spells to cast 1 level higher and add an elemental resistance.
You take good notes. Good notes. Sylvia, do an investigation check.
Okay. Well, that's 13.
Okay.
That's awful. My passive is so
Okay.
much better.
What's good is you have enough time to sort of take 20 on this. Because of Tick doing the teleportation, you have plenty of time. Because the Master of Elements is dead, you have plenty of time, and finally, tucked away through a secret door, put up on a head on a shelf, is the face of the devil.
Ooh.
All right, Tick, read off the stats again.
So this wondrous item is called the Face of the Devil. It allows all sorcerer spells to cast 1 level higher and adds an elemental resistance.
I'll go meet first.
That's right. Where this will have resistance to elemental damage, fire, water, air, and stone.
The laboratory area, is there any specific writings in primordial, being the elemental language, that would, tell more about this room?
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff that you can find out about his studies, his findings, discoveries. There absolutely is. So
Okay, so Ren will take the time to take some notes.
Okay. All right, you guys are going to take a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
And we're going to go ahead and look at what you all can do and who you are. All right, Eldridge Knight. Let me look at Ren and see what you find. Okay, your spell, Earth Tremor, will cast at 1 level above your casting level. So it is a 1st level spell that you can cast at 2nd level. If you cast it as a 2nd level slot, it will be effectively a 3rd level version of Earth Tremor.
Interesting. Thank you.
Anyone else? Oh, Tick Watchman just happens to be a sorcerer.
Tick does just happen to be a sorcerer.
I just noticed that.
And that mask is very aesthetically pleasing. So,
Very sexy.
yeah.
I guess if we have time, I'm going to see if I can find charcoal, insects, and herbs around this place and try to summon a familiar.
Okay. Love it. I love it. Okay. Give me 1 second. Talk to yourselves about what all this might mean while I look at that.
Okay.
Hey, Sylvia, I was thinking, do you think that we could find all of the parts to manipulate the elements of the lighthouse our own selves, and maybe we could use this as sort of a base? We don't really have one of those things that we call quote unquote home right now. What about it, man? Since I took the time to copy it into my teleportation circle spells, I can come here from literally anywhere.
Okay. Sounds like it's worth pursuing.
It does seem to be a well-defended location.
Yeah, even if just for now, it would be nice to have some place we could store things that would be protected, stuff like that.
Well, can anybody else use this teleporter system and come here instead?
Well, that would be something we'd have to check, yes?
Well, you see, the
Sylvia,
thing is lighthouse.
Sylvia, you are able to find a smoke mephit as a familiar.
Oh.
I want more friends.
Oh, this is really neat. Okay. I was just going to summon a hawk or something.
I will send you that info. It is a smoke mephit.
Elion will look over the notes to see if any of it will augment his current research of what he's pursuing.
I'm a necromancer wizard. The place with the elementals, the dead. That's basically making more friends. And I have a owl familiar. And then Ollie, a crow.
Yep. Let me get Elion first, and then we'll get to you. All right, Elion.
This is exciting.
Okay. Elion, you have permanent water breathing.
Okay.
Permanent. No ritual needed. You are now able to breathe water. Mr. Scully, must be something in here for you.
Yes.
There must be something in here for you. Let's see. Okay, your dragon's breath will now cast as one level higher.
Not bad. 1 extra d6.
Okay. That is all that you find, which is a lot. So much.
It is a lot, actually. A lot.
Yeah. This was better than I had hoped, and I'm gonna go see what things I can find to make traps in case other people get in here. That if we're gonna turn this into
Is there any assistance I can provide to you?
So your sense is that early area was all natural. It's only this last few rooms which were controlled by the Master of Elements. You feel like those were natural defenses. The fire elementals, the steam mephits, the water weirds, and you've obviously destroyed the gargantuan stone guardian. But other than that, the puzzle resets when the door is closed. So anyone will need to solve that. But those natural defenses are essentially there to get into this lighthouse.
So does this appear to be a place, Mr. World, that if we wanted to make a sort of base, it would be something that we could do here?
Yeah. You if you could defend it, and it's pretty well defended, as you've seen. The more lighthouses you unlock, the more that you'll be able to travel from and to. So, similar to your teleportation circle in Kindermont, this is probably a much better defended or easier to defend headquarters.
And I bet it has much better views.
It has much better views. Natural light.
No, 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 no. My little nook has a beautiful view. There's a giant portobello growing outside of my window. Thank you very much.
I know that. Hondirk knows that. They don't know that. We haven't been to Tickstook with them yet.
I would like to take a dawnless trip to Kindermund. That would be very nice.
A what list trip?
A dawnless.
Oh, a dawnless. A dawn-free trip.
Yes, I can only have my tinkering mansplained to me so many times.
Well, in the meantime, probably gonna pull out a map and go. So we've accomplished what we wanted here. Where to next is the question.
Well, unless we want to travel with this thing, perhaps we should return it? Or is there one nearby we can also acquire?
Return what?
Well, the items to your builder. I don't know if they're safer with him or with us.
Well, we do need to go to Calthax, but we're still in the Fjordlands, and I do believe there's a silver dragon we need to meet with here before we take our full trip to Calthax. Unless you just want to jump from the lighthouse here to Calthax, drop it off, jump back, and go back into the Fjordlands.
Because we do also still have dealings with the I cannot pronounce the name.
Jormungandr.
Jormungandr. Yes. We must not forget that.
All right, we're gonna make it a short session tonight. You're gonna discuss all week. We're gonna come back next week with your decision, and we're gonna move in the direction that you decide.
All right.
Woo.
All right.
Good stuff. Big night. You have solved and unlocked the second lighthouse. You have the beads of force. You have the face of the devil. Both things required in the making of the constructing of the chronometron. What does the chronometron do? What doesn't it do? It's also been known as, you see, actually, you may not have heard this before, but you see casual references to it in the library, in the small library here as the whiz wherever. That's what it's referred to, whiz wherever. And we will pick it up next week on Paint and Pendulum on Heroes and Hooligans.